Hi guys, this is Dr. Frajana. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Like always, it's an honor to connect with you. Today, I am going to be talking to you about, again, before I start, this is a trigger warning, right? A trigger warning. So if this is a sensitive topic, it's about sexual abuse. So please do not join in if you will get triggered, okay? So I'm going to be talking to you about how being intensely over-responsible, pleasing others over your needs, intense need for control as an adult, right, may be related to old sexual abuse you may have faced in childhood and how that may be a trauma response, okay? So what do I mean by that, right? So if sexual abuse was involved, right, some of that responsibility behavior, right, that intense over-responsibility behavior may be a trauma response, right? It may come from your trauma. How? Basically, over-responsibility gives you a sense of worth, right? Control. Because at an early age, you may have learned you were born to entertain others and please others without question. Your rights to your own body were taken away, right? Combined with a culture of obeying adults blindly, right? There is a subliminal societal and cultural way of just obeying adults blindly, which needs to be broken, obviously. It became one of your integral roles, especially if you came from a certain homogenous cultures where this is heavily emphasized, right? It's heavily emphasized where you just do and do and do without question, right? As there is no space to ask questions, there's no questions to express concerns in a healthy way in particular families. You're just there to perform. You're just there to perform. And if you did express concerns, if you did build up the courage to express those concerns, it was quickly shunned with guilt or intimidation tactics, right? And I know this can resonate with many of you, right? So basically, this type of behavior was developed early in life, basically to survive. It became a survival technique for you, right? At a certain point, survival meant pleasing others, right? And most of your relationships as you were growing up might have been extremely conditional, right? With many untrustworthy and busy adults, right? In that dynamic. So I want to emphasize, if you ever experience sexual abuse, it was never your fault. Please, it was never your fault. Don't ever think you gave consent. You were a child. If this happened to you at 6, at 7, whatever age, it was never your fault. And because you obeyed, you just obeyed basically. And obeying doesn't mean you gave consent, right? And abusers have a way of grooming and desensitizing you, right? They know what they're doing. So again, don't ever think it was your fault. So what are some solutions to healing? What are ways you can heal? Number 1, awareness that, hey, wait, this did happen to me, right? I need to not pretend like it didn't, right? I need to not detach from it or disassociate from it. I need to heal from it, right? I need to heal. Get professional help. Speak up, right? If you're ever in these situations again, or you see it happening to anyone else, speak up. Break the cycle of pleasing others at the cost of you, right? Break the cycle of pleasing others at the cost of you, because then it becomes a robotic way of pleasing others and you can't even see what's right from wrong if it just becomes this habitual way of being. Break negative cultural cycles of listening to authorities blindly. This is extremely important. I cannot emphasize this enough. And teach this to your children. You do not have to listen to authorities blindly. You need to question, right? You need to ask clarification questions, right? You want to teach this to children. Don't just let anyone babysit your kids, now you as an adult, right? Teach your own kids appropriate names of body parts. Teach them what is normal touch and inappropriate touch. Inform them to tell you, even if someone jokingly touches them inappropriately. because this is how abusers start. They test the waters, right? Right? Also, this is how they test enablers as well. If you witness inappropriate behavior, speak up, right? You've heard of many cases where it was done by a grandfather maybe, and the grandmother knew about it or pretended like it didn't happen, right? Or the husband did it and the wife kind of knew about it, but again, turn the other way, turn the eye, right? So again, they test how enablers, the abusers test enablers as well. Like they know if there may be individuals that may enable this, right? So if you witness an inappropriate behavior, again, speak up. Do not turn the other way, right? Let's stop more trauma from reoccurring from generation to generation. Our goal as aware individuals is to stop more trauma from reoccurring from generation to generation, right? If you don't speak up, that abuser is going to abuse someone else and someone else, and that's how the cycle continues. So you must speak up. Again, if you feel comfortable, or tell somebody, get help, heal, right? It's not something that you have to take with you. Another technique that you want to utilize is there's no secrets, right? Teach your kids there's no secrets. There's no such thing as secrets in our family, right? So if anyone tells you to keep a secret, let me know. So again, these are some techniques you can use. But for yourself, if you've been through this, please, 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 let's break this cycle. Go heal, go get professional help, go see a therapist. Talk about it, right? Get it out of your system. Let it process through you, right? And let's start breaking those cultures, those negative cultural dynamics and societal dynamics of, this is so important, listening to authority figures blindly, not questioning them, right? Cultures where you can't express your needs, express your feelings, right? Cultures where you're just there to, that emphasize pleasing others, right? You weren't just born to entertain others, right? And please others without question or at the expense of yourself. All right, guys, you deserve a good life. You deserve your safety. You deserve safe spaces. You deserve the right to your own body, and your children do too. All right, we have a global responsibility. We have a universal responsibility, right, to protect each other. So I really, really hope this is helpful. Okay, guys, take care of yourself. I'm here for you, and you got this. Okay, remember, if you've ever been sexually abused, it was never your fault. It was never your fault. All right, I'm sending you so much love. Take care of yourself. Bye.